Okay, welcome to, this is going to be our step 2 video of our cityscape drawing. Now, before I started recording, I took my ruler and I lined it up at 0 on the corner of every building, and I made little tick marks or little dash marks on the edges of all the buildings, and you can see where I did them right here and here and there and there, and then over on this side here, and even my buildings in the backgrounds that are further back. Now what I did was I made bigger marks on the building that's closest to me. So I did these tick marks at 1 inch, but over here I did them at a 1/2 inch, and then as I went into the distance, those are less than 1/4 of an inch. They're kind of halfway. They're like 1/8, halfway of a 1/4 inch, and then these are 1/4 inch. These are 1/8. These are 1/4. These over here are, those are 1/2 inch, and then back here are 1/2 inch on that building and 1/4 inch there. So I did that so that I can plot and plan where my windows are going to go in relationship to the almighty vanishing point here, so that I'm following all my vanishing point rules. Yeah, I know this, my camera thingy is in the way. That's all right. Okay, so I'm going to start on this first building. I made these 1 inch. It's going to be the easiest one for me to show you how to do this step. So you have to decide, are you just going to make a windowless building like a warehouse, or something where there's only windows on one side and it's just a few, or if you're going to have like a fully functional window panoramic. So I did these lines, and so this front, and I have it marked F for front and S for side. Excuse me. These lines are going to be straight, perfectly aligned with the horizon line, parallel to it. Parallel means they both run equally and they never cross. All right, so a little math there for you. All right, so here's my vanishing point. Here's my horizon line. All the lines on this building, including the top edge and the bottom edge, are straight, how my ruler's going. And all front parts of your buildings, everywhere where we marked F in the last video, sorry, I opened up my balcony door, and I swear it's just the pollen's getting in my, pollen's bad right now, so it's getting in my throat. Okay, so I'm going to make these lines, and I know my camera keeps going crooked here. Okay, I'm trying to make it as parallel as I can. So this line's parallel to the horizon line, so my windows will be on this front side parallel. This side, they're going to be all slanty and crazy, and I'll show you how that looks. All right, so this line here, drawing that across. Going down to my next tick mark, making sure I'm staying parallel. I didn't slide too much and make it diagonal. You'll have to eyeball each time to make sure your lines are being straight, okay? Go up just a smidge here. All right, and there's that one. Now I'm ready to do the side view of that building, okay? So once I decide what I'm doing here, now I can go sideways like this, and I can decide if my windows are going to be 1 inch apart again, and I can make tick marks here for that. So it looks like 2 1/4 inches is how wide my building is, so I'm going to go 1/4 inch just so I have enough room to do it multiple times. Let's see. And it's a little uneven, but hey, that's what we're doing. Now this way, on the front of your building, you're going to be parallel to this edge. So just try to stay as straight and parallel to that line as you can. And you can be as fancy as you want to be with these details. Let me turn it this way. I just feel like I'm going to get crooked here. This last one. Oops. I definitely went crooked. I'm not very good at holding a ruler with my left hand. All right, so there's the windows of that building. So I'm going to erase my little F for front right here. I don't need him anymore. And I'm going to erase the S on this side because now I'm going to do the side. Okay, so this is wider than right here. This is like really squished, the side of this building. All these tick marks go to the vanishing point. So I'm literally connecting it to my tick mark, vanishing point to tick mark, vanishing point to tick mark, vanishing point to tick mark, and vanishing point to tick mark. And I'm going to draw those lines from tick mark just to the end where this line is. Now I'm going to go to this tick mark, line it up with VP, short for vanishing point, move it again. That's why our vanishing point is in the center. So it doesn't get covered up because it's on the road, our main street of our city. Okay, now notice those lines are crazy, right? That's crazy that these are straight and that these are so crazy. So notice, starting at where my tick mark is, they're wide. But as they advance, they get closer together. And this whole thing goes whoosh and squishes to a smaller section. So that is how each and every building is done. I would recommend you do one building, get the gist of it right here, and then before you add any decorations or any words or any curtains and windows or anything like that, you get every building as far as you can. Now, because this is squished, they're not going to be 1/2 inch apart. I'm going to make these tick marks closer together. So I'm going to go, let's do it on the bottom. Let me find my 0. Let's do, instead of 1/2 inch, let's do 1/4 inch tick marks. So then I'll have more room to do more lines for that. Okay, so now these tick marks are going to go up and down parallel with this corner and this corner. So we just try to do as straight as we can. Well, that didn't work. Okay. Good thing for mechanical pencils, they're perfect for this. All right, here goes another. And another. Okay, so just working my way across here. Now, that one's a little bit crooked. Let me erase this one and straighten it up a little bit. It looked like it went a little sideways. Oops. It's hard not to move your ruler. Okay, that's better. All right, so we can erase these tick marks now. Okay, so there's my first building. Now, as you go into the future, as you go closer to the vanishing point, the lines are going to be, there's not very much room on this building right here on the side to put windows. So it'll look a little bit blurred. Your lines will be closer together. Your windows will not be like real visible, except on the front facing parts of your building. That's where your details and most of your work is going to be. Okay. All right. So got that one done. Let's show you the zoomed up version. Okay. Now I'm going to do this building on the right. And I did 1/2 inch tick marks. Let's do the side, the front facing side. Now you can design your windows and your details of like your doors and stuff like that. But do all of this work on every building before you start those, because that's going to be really super crazy to try to do. If you go into doing details too much, you're going to miss something and it'll get lost in too many details. So the part of this drawing that you're getting graded on is your accuracy in doing these parallel lines and slanted lines that go to the vanishing point. Now, I have really super great videos that you guys have been uploading to Flipgrid, and then I've been taking pictures of your video, like a still shot screenshot of it, and then I put it in my program on my computer where I can edit, and I've added little red marks on top of your drawing. So an X means erase a line. And then I tried to draw as straight as I could with the program, but it's really hard because making a mouse make a straight line, my hands are too shaky to do it. So where I've drawn a line in red, you draw a line in pencil. So you'll be able to look at the email that I sent you that says art corrections. And then there's a screenshot of your drawing with those marks on it if you needed to correct it before you get to this spot. Some of you must not have watched the video. I only had 1 or 2 of you that did not watch the video at all. They do not have this city in their drawing, and they just free drew their own buildings. So some of you had to go back to the beginning, and I emailed you that information. All right, I'm just going to leave these lines plain like this. I think that looks great. If I want to add a window or a door, I can do that later. Okay, I just knocked my cords out. Hold on. Hold on, I knocked over my cord, and my stuff was plugged into it. So let me quick plug those in. So I'm good with that. I had everything plugged in. Yikes. Must need to move this over a little. There we go. Perfect-ish. Perfect-ish. All right. So if I wanted to add a door or something, I could. So this is how I do that. Now, obviously, I still have to do these buildings in the background. I'll do those off camera. I just want to show you the gist of how to do this. Okay, so if I want to make my door down here, like off the sidewalk here, I can do that right in here. I have a couple squares that I made into windows. Uh-oh. Hold on. We lost one of our cameras. No problem. We will add that back on. One moment. Go back up to presets. Yeah, this one. Why did it turn that off? Ah. No. Is that what I wanted? Mobile app. Thank you. Now, my phone. Connect my phone again. Accept. Okay. Is it doing it? Is it doing it? Yeah, I think so. Let's see here. Why is it so small? I didn't want it to be small like that. Okay, hold on. That did not go where I needed it to go. Now what's going on? All right, guys, I'm still recording. Let me just try to flip this around here. Are you kidding me right now? Okay, hang on. We're going to end this video and start a new one.